Wake windows sound great in theory until you try them and your baby clearly didn't get the memo. If you've ever felt totally confused by the charts, or every time you tried to follow one, it ended in chaos and frustration, you're not alone. The truth is, fixed wake windows might be setting families up to fail. And in this video, I'm going to show you why and what to do instead. We'll look at what wake windows actually are, why they became popular, and why they can cause more stress than support. More importantly, I'll walk you through what to use instead. So stay with me till the end, because this is about more than sleep. It's about restoring confidence and calm in parenting. Hi, I'm Lindsay, pediatric nurse, IBCLC, and co-founder of the Holistic Sleep Coaching Program. We've trained over 700 sleep coaches worldwide in responsive, evidence-based, and truly compassionate approaches to sleep support. And if there's one FAQ that comes up again and again in the sleep world, it's wake windows. But before we dive in, I want to quickly tell you about Joss. She's one of our HSCP graduates, and her story might sound familiar. Joss used to work in corporate PR, endless deadlines, sleepless nights with her own kids, just completely burnt out. Then she found our program, and not only did she retrain as a sleep coach, she built a brand new career helping other families find better sleep without all the pressure and rigidity. Now she supports families around the world and does it in a way that aligns with her values, because that's what this work is really, not fixing babies, but supporting parents to feel calm, confident, and connected. What are wake windows anyway? If you're not sure what they are, wake windows are basically guidelines that tell you how long a baby should be awake between naps or before bedtime. You'll see charts all over Instagram or parenting blogs saying things like a 3-month-old should be awake for 75 to 90 minutes, but no longer than that, or they'll become overtired or unsettled. It sounds so promising, right? Like if you just get the timing right, sleep will magically fall into place. But the problem is, those numbers, they're not actually based on strong evidence. Most of them come from averages or opinion, not solid science. And more importantly, they completely ignore what matters most, your baby's individual needs. So why do wake windows seem helpful at first? Well, for a lot of families, especially when they're feeling anxious, exhausted, or overwhelmed, a chart feels like a lifeline. It gives the illusion of control. And honestly, that's understandable. Sleep can feel really unpredictable. So something that promises clarity and structure can feel reassuring. But here's the truth. When those charts don't work, parents start to blame themselves. Or worse, they think there's something wrong with their baby, when actually the issue is that the chart doesn't fit them. Let's talk about what really goes wrong when we rely too heavily on wake windows. First, they can disconnect parents from their baby's real cues. Instead of observing what their baby is actually showing them, like staring into space, getting a bit fussy, or needing closeness, they're watching the clock. So they might miss those cues completely, or worse, they try to settle a baby who isn't even ready for sleep yet, which is frustrating for everyone. Second, these charts don't account for differences in sleep need. Some babies just need less sleep than others. That's not a problem, it's part of their unique biology. But when a low sleep need baby is forced into a schedule that doesn't suit them, they often resist sleep. Then the parent feels like they're doing something wrong when really they're just trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. Third, some babies tolerate sleep pressure differently. 2 babies, same age, one might need a nap after an hour, the other might be happily awake for 2 hours. That's normal. We're all different, and babies are no exception. So when you're told, don't let them go past 90 minutes, it puts a lot of pressure on you to control something that might not need controlling at all. So here's a real-life example of the comparison trap. Let's say a parent sees a chart that says your 3-month-old should nap after 90 minutes. They try it, their baby is still smiling and wide awake at 95 minutes. Cue panic. Oh no, we've missed the window. So they start bouncing, rocking, shushing, desperately trying to get that nap in. But now everyone's stressed, the baby's confused, and instead of helping, it creates a sleep battle. And over time, that becomes a pattern where sleep feels like a performance the parent has to get right. But sleep doesn't work like that. Here's what actually matters when it comes to sleep. Sleep happens when 3 things are in place. The baby is biologically ready, meaning their sleep pressure is high enough. They feel emotionally safe, and the environment supports calm and rest. If one of those is missing, sleep becomes harder to achieve, no matter what the clock or chart says. So, forcing a nap just because the schedule says it's time, that often backfires. You end up with a baby who's not tired yet, or who feels pressured, and then naps become a battle, not a rhythm. What to do instead then? Use the curiosity filter. This is something I teach all the time inside the Holistic Sleep Coaching program, and it's powerful. Instead of asking, what does the chart say? Ask, what's this baby showing me right now? Are they starting to disengage? Do they seem calm and relaxed, or a bit wired? When you shift from controlling to observing, things change. You start responding based on what's actually happening, not what's supposed to happen. And the result, babies feel seen, parents feel more confident, and sleep emerges more naturally because it's not being forced. But what if parents really do want some structure? I get it. Structure isn't the enemy. What matters is how we build it. Instead of rigid wake windows, try using anchored rhythms. So rather than sticking to exact timings, we help families create a predictable flow to their day. A consistent morning wake-up, a bedtime routine that feels familiar, naps that happen within a flexible window based on what the baby needs that day. It's like giving the day some shape without trapping families in a timetable that falls apart the moment something happens. You've probably heard the phrase, babies need consistency. And that's true, but let's be clear, consistency doesn't mean sticking to exact wake windows or a strict clock-based plan. Consistency means being emotionally responsive. It means showing up the same way, even when the day goes a bit off track. If a baby cries and the caregiver consistently comforts them, that's consistency. If you respond to hunger or tired cues with love and attunement, that's what builds trust. So, to wrap up, why do wake windows fail? Well, they fail because they're too rigid. They ignore the fact that babies have different sleep needs. Not all babies tolerate sleep pressure the same way. Real life isn't always predictable, and they make parents feel like they're failing when actually they're doing their best with a system that doesn't fit. If you're a sleep coach or want to become one, and this approach resonates with you, this is exactly what we teach inside the Holistic Sleep Coaching program. Click the link below to book a free call with our team. We'll help you map out your next steps, whether you're just starting out or ready to grow your practice with confidence. And if you found this helpful, definitely check out my other video on short naps. It's the perfect follow-on if naps are still feeling like a mystery. See you next time.